My stepmom forced me to raise my stepsister. I was 11 when my dad married Kim. She had a 3-year-old daughter named Haley. Kim worked in pharmaceutical sales, and my dad traveled 4 days a week for his job. First week they moved in, Kim asked if I could watch Haley for an hour while she made work calls. That hour turned into every afternoon, then evenings, then weekends. When I told Kim I didn't know how to make a bottle for Haley, she said it was common sense, and she didn't have time to walk me through basic tasks when she was trying to hit quota. When Haley woke up crying at 2 in the morning, Kim would yell from her room that she had an important presentation and needed sleep. I had a math test, but I got up anyway because Haley wouldn't stop screaming. My dad was low-key useless. When he was home on weekends, he'd take Haley to the park while I stayed home doing laundry and meal prep. I asked him once why I had to do this, and he said Kim worked really hard and deserved a break. Plus, it was good practice for when I had my own kids. I was 13. By 15, I was doing school drop-off and pickup for Haley, checking her homework, packing her lunches. When Haley's preschool had a mom and me day, Kim had a trade show, so I went. I was the only teenager there. Haley told the teacher I was basically her mom. I told my dad at 16 that I wanted to get a job at the mall. He said the family needed me at home more than I needed spending money. I asked what I was getting out of raising his stepdaughter. He said I was getting life experience and a roof over my head, and if I was going to be ungrateful, then maybe I needed an attitude adjustment. I left for college the day after my 18th birthday, picked a school 3 hours away on purpose. Kim called during syllabus week asking if I could come home that weekend to watch Haley because she had a company retreat. I said no. She called me selfish after everything they'd done for me. I hung up. That was 8 years ago. I talked to my dad maybe 4 times a year, got a job doing data entry, rented a 1-bedroom apartment, adopted a cat. It wasn't exciting, but it was mine. 3 weeks ago, someone knocked on my door at 9:30 on a weeknight. I checked the ring and saw Haley standing there holding a car seat with a baby inside. She smiled when I opened the door, said she needed a favor. Her boyfriend ditched her when she got pregnant, and Kim kicked her out a few weeks after she had the baby because Kim wasn't running a daycare for teen moms. Haley had been crashing at friends' places, but nobody wanted a crying baby around. She remembered how good I was with her when she was little, and maybe I could help her out for a bit. I asked where Kim was. Haley said probably at home. I asked if Kim offered help. Haley laughed and said Kim told her she already raised her kid and wasn't about to start over with a grandchild. That Haley was an adult now, so this was her responsibility. That's when it clicked. Those were the exact words Kim used on me when I begged her to watch Haley so I could go to homecoming. I told Haley to go back to Kim's house and repeat those words. Tell her she already raised 1 kid, so what's 1 more? Haley looked at me crazy. Then she pulled out her iPhone and called Kim right there on my doorstep. Put it on speaker. Kim answered annoyed, asked what Haley wanted now. Haley said she was at my apartment and I told her to come back to you because you already raised 1 kid. Kim laughed this mean laugh and said I was always selfish. Why did Haley think I'd be any different? I grabbed the phone, told Kim I was selfish because I spent 7 years raising her kid while she went to book club and happy hour. Kim went quiet. Then she said that was different. She was building a career. I said, and I was building a childhood that you stole. Kim started yelling that I had no idea how hard it was being a working mother. I said then you shouldn't have had a kid. I hung up and handed the phone back to Haley. Haley just stood there dead-ass crying, asked what she was supposed to do now. I said figure it out the same way I had to figure out diapers at 11 years old. I closed the door. 10 minutes later my dad called, said Kim was hysterical, said I attacked her, said I owed Haley help after everything they did for me. I asked what exactly they did besides steal my teenage years. He said I always had food and shelter. I said, and Haley always had me raising her, and where did that get me? He started saying I was being dramatic, so I hung up.